Gino, he's going to have to get on his horse because Will Benson, he kept it fair. Gino, he got sent, and he's safe. I feel like that ball was pretty close to hitting him in the noggin. Chase Burns was awesome. He did walk 3 guys, but he worked around those 3 free passes to have 7 punch-outs and 5. He's out after just 78 pitches. A reminder, people are still working up. I know spring training is a thing. We will eventually see Chase Burns get up to 85 to 90, 100. I do want to showcase his stuff because he throws 100 miles an hour on the fastball with the slider that really slides like he is wicked. Braxton Ashcraft, to pick up the end, he goes 6 innings. It was a quality start. That was a career-high 6 innings, by the way. Just a tough L as McClain and Will Benson, they avoid disaster. Chase Burns gets his first MLBW. Connor Phillips, he gets his first MLB save. The Reds are 3-1. The Pirates 1-3. We're going to show all of the web gems that we missed in just a second, but real quick to end today's recap, thank you guys so much for all of your support. Every single one of you. Thank you for growing the game of baseball with me. Use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek, on Fantasy. Leave a like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Head on over to Fuzzy Gaming for some more Fuzzy content and enjoy the web gems. Shallow right. Freeland on the boat. Freeland.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 more on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, a run with Henderson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. You talk about this Rams defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's good for a 1st down. His 2nd catch of the opening drive. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call him down like this. He carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right, they want to run their offense through him.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They run once more with Henderson. Now he is going to be stopped.
Here we go, Sonny.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
I'm going to play this all the way off.
And it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Here's Purdy. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone.
I'm back.
A touchback. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run with a rookie drafted in the 3rd round. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Come on, ready.
2nd and 14. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fred Warner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it's not like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll run here with Henderson.
Why missed it twice?
Touchdown, San Francisco. Trevion Henderson, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 4. Pass complete there to Nakua. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And the Rams at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they had their 6-game winning streak snapped a week ago, but still, it's a team that's playing pretty darn well.
And like the old song says, accentuate the positive. And I think that's exactly what this team's going to do. If you've won 6 in a row, you know you're doing something right in the NFL. So I don't think the one loss is really going to discourage them.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Hadley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator. Because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit. But facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get it. 18, 5, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
15-yard line.
65, Buffalo 18. Go.
They'll look to throw again. His throw caught right around the 6. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Check. Here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Ready?
Back to throw. Hadley Touchdown, Rams. Rondé Gadsden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Back to throw, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Purdy. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, 49ers.
Henderson running straight ahead. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. I liked it. Just take the snap, throw it forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead they said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Purdy looking to throw. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Henderson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go,
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets this one complete to Bowden. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 24 yards the game there. Another 1st down as well.
Come on. Set. Hawk. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6.
Ready? 19-18.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
Off play action. Hadley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point forthcoming. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
14. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Purdy. He'll swing this out to Henderson. Oh, that's just not fair. And now room to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
41-yard line.
Ready, ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60.
Looking to throw. Hadley. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Second and 1.
Here we go, here we go.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 17. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
And this one is right through. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Hadley. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Tiger, 19 Tiger, trap 60, 70 Lions.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is tipped him. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Ready? Get it! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Back to throw. Hadley. And he fires one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Purdy now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Purdy, big 4th down play. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. Touchdown, 49ers! Trevion Henderson with career touchdown number 60. And the Niners have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
The 49ers will line up for the 2.
Purdy will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Okay, break.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Get it. Go.
Looking to throw. Hadley. Now he's going to step up and run.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Come on, come on.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he's taken down. And now they can milk this, take it all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
Got it.
A
Ready.
big play looming on 3rd down.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Johnson.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
That's another Rams. First down. 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Hip. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Eason. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Ready.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A loss of 2 yards.
And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have won the game. Well, things started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, you know, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So for the Rams, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.